Hi everyone, welcome to another Mama Elephant intro video. This is Rena. Today we have a couple of new products that will be available for the April 15th release. First up is the big new stamp set. Super cute. It has a couple of critters holding up some signs and an abundance of different sentiments that you can stamp inside the signs. Also is the big Scripty Hello die, which cuts out a large hello sentiment and amazing hand lettering from Chrissy from Mama Elephant. You can use this die alone or with your favorite stamp set. I have stamped out the images in the big new stamp set twice. I want to jam pack my card with a lot of images, and I really love the sentiments that comes with this stamp set. They're super tiny and they're made to fit inside the signs that the critters are holding. I think these critters also, they're very reminiscent of the Stackable Cuties stamp set that was recently released, and you can pair that stamp set with this one and I think it'll look super adorable. So let me read you some of the different sentiments. There's also some for your kids. There's some that say you're a great kid, friends forever, happy birthday. There's welcome new baby, enjoy your gift, huge congrats, you're my most favorite person, you're all sorts of wonderful, special delivery, let's celebrate, sending you a smile. So there's all sorts of different cards that you can make with the stamp set. I am coloring my images on Nina 110 pound cardstock using the Memento Tuxedo black ink. I'm also using my Copic markers to color these images in, and I've listed out the Copic marker colors that I've used down below. I think the stamp set would also pair nicely with the Cupcake Wishes stamp set as well. Now that I'm done coloring my images, it's time to stamp out the sentiments inside of the signs that they're holding. I'm going to make a birthday card, so I'm just selecting sentiments that are birthday related, and then I'm going to take them and place them inside their little signs, and I have it in my MISTI so I can just stamp all these sentiments at once. My favorite ink to stamp out sentiments is the VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and I believe I've had this ink pad ever since I've started crafting, and I will be very sad if it runs dry one day. But I love using the MISTI for this because I can stamp out all of those 6 critters all at once, and the sentiments are made to fit exactly inside their little signs. We're going to ink the background now, and I wasn't planning on using this Scales cover die for my background, but I did have an extra piece that I didn't use, and I thought I would just use it for this card. And I really love the texture that it gave my card, and I did do some ink blending with spun sugar and worn lipstick Distress Oxide ink, and I mixed up that worn lipstick with a little bit of water, and I did a couple of messy little splatters. I borrowed this year a wonderful friend sentiment from the Marine Friends stamp set, and I'm stamping that out in Distress Oxide ink in the worn lipstick. My new thing is to clear emboss all my sentiments, so I'm just throwing some clear embossing powder on top, and I just like the shiny look of it on the Distress Oxide ink. I also really like using the clear embossing powder because it's very forgiving, and also I have a tendency to smear ink, so if I clear emboss my sentiment, then that's one less thing that I'm going to smudge later. I'm just going to arrange all of my images in the middle and throw some balloons, and I'm calling this card done. I have the big Scripty Hello die here, and I'm going to make a card. I wanted to cut it out and show you what it looked like. I'm really loving this hand lettered look of the die. It's just something that I can't achieve myself, so I'm glad to cut it out. I'm going to do some ink blending, and I really wanted bright colors for this card. I like was inspired by California colors. So I'm making this very bright, very neon, kind of 80s. But I just wanted to use just really bright colors. I don't typically use bright colors, so this was really fun to make. I'm using fossilized amber, ripe persimmon, twisted citron, and peacock feathers. And I always think twisted citron looks yellow, but when you have it against the fossilized amber, it's definitely green. So I'm going to just blend out that middle there so it kind of makes a green and it kind of makes a seamless blend. I'm using the Bristol Smooth cardstock, which is my cardstock of choice for the ink blending on oxides. And I'm going to do some black ink splatters, and I have a confession to make. Normally I would just use a regular old acrylic paint, but my Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus watercolor, which is not cheap, was on top of my desk, and I used that, and I just used it because it was convenient, but I would typically use black acrylic paint. I am taking my Hello die cut that I've ink blended, and I double stacked it, and I'm also going to use the dolphins again from Marine Friends. I had colored these images the same time that I made that previous card. And then I'm just going to make this card as flat as possible. So I'm just tucking in my little dolphins here and there. And I'm going to put a clear acrylic block on top of it so everything just smushes. I'll take my card front and adhere it to a card base, and I'm calling that card done. I hope you enjoyed the two cards I made using the Big New stamp set as well as the big Scripty Hello die. Please join me tomorrow. I'll have 2 more cards and 2 more products to share with you, and all of these products will be available on April 15th. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will see you guys next time. Have an awesome day and happy crafting. Bye guys.